Question 12. The answer is 1 over 6 and 1848. The diagram below is made up of a circle with radius 42 cm. So there, this is the radius. Okay, we know the 42 cm. PQR, equilateral triangle. So if it's equilateral triangle, you know that all angles are 60 degrees. And I also know all the sides are equal. So this side and this side and this side are equal. So they say ST, the curve, they say curve line, and UV, like that, are parts of two identical circles. The ST, right, is part of the big circle like that. The UV is part of a circle, probably is like this, and then there's a circle that you should need to complete something like this, okay? With the center R, just now the center was R, and the center Q is here. This is the center. So imagine if you draw out the full circle inside. Then you have the two shaded areas, A and B, they are equal inside. Question asks you for what fraction of the circle is RST. So RST is like this. What fraction of the circle is D? It just goes back to your circle. Your tell and your angle property. Tell me, right, angles at the point. This whole thing is how many degrees? 360. If your RST like that, right? Like that, right? This one, your RST, like this, is part of that circle. And part of that circle, it occupies 60 degrees. Because it comes from equilateral triangle. So if it occupies 60 degrees out of that 360 degree, right, what fraction is it? 60 over 360. That's how you get 1 over 60 over 360. Answer is 1 over 6. Yeah. A bit of a mixture of your circle and geometry. Part B, find the equilateral triangle PQR. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to use, now we already have A, B, T, U, Q, V, T, S, R. Okay, so I haven't used C, D. So I'll use C and D. Okay, so C to represent this part here and D to represent this part here. What can you do first? Just now we know this one is 1/6 of the circle. So isn't it I can find the area like that first? I can find my B and C first. How do I find the area of B and C, which is a part of that circle, is 1/6 of that circle? 1 over 6 multiplied by pi, which pi is 22 or 7. They already state for you, right? Okay, what's the formula? To find area is times radius times radius. So if the radius is 42, right, then you times 42 times 42, you will find these two area is going to be 924. So you know this one is 924. This one is 924, After that, you can also find out what other thing. You already found out C plus B is 924. Bearing in mind, they tell you the shaded area are equal. So they tell you this and this is equal. Because they say the shaded area A and B are equal. So if they are equal, this is equals to this, right? If they are equal, why must use different name? They purposely put different name to treat you. If they are same, how about we just put same name? This is B, right? I just put this one is also B. If this is my B, just now C plus B, I get 924, right? Part of that equilateral triangle. And this is equal, right? Can you see that in a way, right? This and this, okay, you can conclude they are likely to be equal as well, so that it can form an equilateral triangle. What you need to do, right, is you just need to take the 924 times 2. Then you can find the area of equilateral triangle. That's also 1848. Yeah. 1848 cm square.